Welcome back. Happy to have Levi Arnett here with MSU Esports. He's the head coach. And we're here to talk about a really cool opportunity you guys have coming up for middle and high school students. But let's first take a step back and talk about the organization itself of esports. Let's talk about how it's grown at MSU.
Yeah, so the organization, it started in 2001. The program started basically as a student engagement. Students really got together, were playing their games, formed a club, and then kind of reached out to the administration to make it official and get funding and a director and really have like a budget so that they can compete in events and continue to make it grow and provide more services for students on campus. So
yeah. So when did you come along? January, right?
Yes.
Is that when you
yes.
started?
I joined as the assistant director and head coach in January. I have been here and just kind of hit the ground running and started to pick things up, introduce some new programs, and kind of some more structure to the program for the students.
And so, what kind of what should people expect when they have their kids in this?
Yeah, so really it's a skills academy. We kind of rebranded from a summer camp, to more of like a skills academy. Students from all over the state are currently participating in like a high school and grade school leagues. And they're really getting an entry-level introduction into basically what esports is. And it's kind of like sports. And that's what we want to do, is we want to provide skills that we use, at the professional and even at the collegiate level. Collaboration, communication, teamwork, all those skills, and then getting coaching and education in the games that they love from professional coaches like myself, or even some of the collegiate and coaches and players that we have.
Yeah, so how does the sign up work, or how do you pick and choose who can join this?
Yeah, so we have 26 spots open for each camp. And you can sign up on esports.mnsu.edu. The camp is $200 for both days. So for middle schoolers, it will be June 3rd and 10th. And for high schoolers, it will be the 7th and the 14th. We'll have lunches provided, and yeah, we'll just break it down. We have lots of guests coming in and lots of coaches, so it'll be spread across those 2 days, so they'll get tons of experience in the games that they love. So.
And I think one of the coolest things about esports is that it's not just like all these people like sitting alone doing their own thing. It's really a community. It's really a culture in and of itself. So how does it feel to be head coach of this cool organization?
Yeah, it's kind of like a dream come true. I always say that if 10-year-old me knew exactly what I was going to be doing, you'd be super ecstatic. But yeah, it's very community driven. We have like over 250 students on campus that are a part of like our esports program, and we have 50 students or so who actually compete for us on various teams. So we have 7 titles that we're currently supporting, and those titles where we compete against other schools from across the country almost every single day of the week. And then we have more of like community stuff where students just are here to play games and have fun, and they're allowed to use our facilities too. So you mentioned like a lot of people think gamers are like at home, and there's always like all the stigma.
Dark.
Yeah, it's always dark. But we have facilities on campus where we have 26 PCs. We have a competition stage, so students are able to come in and play on a competition stage, wear their jerseys, and then have their event stream. So we do the whole thing.
And so how does that break down in terms of games? Like, is it because when you say esports, it's like saying like, oh, like I'm into sports, but in reality it breaks down a lot further than that. How does that breakdown look?
Yeah, so each, I guess, esport or game title will have either developer or kind of like student-driven support where they form like tournaments and stuff like that. So for us, we have Apex Legends, Call of Duty, League of Legends, Valorant, Rocket League, iRacing, and Super Smash Brothers. We're currently working on supporting more titles. But yeah, a lot of it is either developer-driven, so the people who make the games, or there's like third-party support where it's student engagement, students running the tournaments, or third parties to come in with sponsorships and stuff to run our tournaments for us. So,
all right, cool.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, some great opportunities there for middle and high school students in the area. And let's remind people again how they can sign up really quick.
esports.mnsu.edu.
All right, thanks so much for being
you.
here. We'll have more when we come back on Cato Living.